Welcome. Out to Deneen because she made me do this. No, no, she suggested, I accepted. So that worked out really well. So how many of you have built a habitat before? Good, good. Did you know that habitats don't have to be little? This is a habitat. And if you can come up and look at these later, for Bricks Cascade, they do a challenge kind of collaboration called the Apocalyptic Bunker. And that was my very, very first mock, because I thought it's small, like Deneen was saying in her previous talk, that start small, because I'd never done a mock before and I didn't know what to do. And she said, you know, start small, here we go. Specific dimensions, just fill it up with something. What we're talking about, this is probably the best example, is the tiny habitats. And if you've been downstairs to see the Doctor Who habitat tower, that's what I built. It's 21 different habitats, all featuring one specific minifigure. And that's where you start. Usually you get a little guy, you want to collect him. You have this whole box of collections of stuff. What are you going to do with it? Make a habitat and show it off. So about me a little bit. Member of SPS Slug in South Puget Sound in Tacoma. Lots of reps here. Typically I wouldn't be a member of them because I live in Ellensburg, and that's a little bit farther away than Tacoma. But there isn't anything in the desert of Eastern Washington. Women's Brick Initiative, I'm a member of that as well. A few of you guys here. That's online, so that's easy. Sort Lug, also online on Friday evenings, because we're forever sorting. And I built the Doctor Who habitat. Yay! So the small habitat is a 8x8 stud box, but it doesn't have to be a box. It could just be a backdrop. It's a story it's built to tell a story about a minifigure. These examples here, Space by Tracy Knapp, the Krusty Krab, which I have up here. You can take a peek at. I had the set, and I decided I wanted to do something with SpongeBob, so I took pieces off that set and made that. The rules, usually the thing about building habitats is it's the size. Standard one's 8x8. Like I said, this one is 16 by 16. This one is 4 8x8s, making 16 by 16. And this one by Lego, I didn't count them. Maybe they're 10 or 12. Yeah, the 12 by 12, the Cosmic Cardboard Adventure, and the Apocalyptic Bunkers. Anybody can join that, by the way. If you go to Bricks Cascade next year, go check out the Apocalyptic Bunkers, check out the size, and enter that when you register and just bring it along. Yes, definitely. There's the Cardboard Adventures. The Apocalyptic Bunker that you see here is a sneak peek of mine for next year. I wanted to make a cockroach because, you know, they last forever. But the spider was easier, especially when the Harry Potter one came out. So your ingredients: 1 8x8 plate, the minifigure, 16 1x8 bricks, or the equivalent. It doesn't have to be that. That's just the most simple. The 2x2 1x6 tiles, those are on the top. 2 1x2 or 1 1x2 plate, also on the top. 2 1x1 plates, also on the top. Those are connectors. And the extra bits for decorating, whatever you have. Snot bricks, foliage. Snot bricks are good because you can put everything on the wall and make it great. With the greebling is a good thing to do too, to decorate with. Slopes, tiles, dots, and more. So where you go for inspiration, like I said before, you pick a minifigure or a set of minifigures that you'd like, or you'd like to tell a story with them. Pick a color scheme. artwork that you like, books, movies, TV, anywhere. There's a lot of challenges on Instagram, and I think a few on Facebook. What was that? The one Habitat Challenge, @Habitat Challenge on Instagram, is all habitats, and it's challenged all the time. These are a couple of examples that people brought in. Star Wars, Disney. That one's really quite a challenge because it's a micro challenge, even tighter. Rainbow, creatures, and how you display them. For a challenge, you display it just solo, just take a picture of it and post it. If you want to do it vertically in a tower, there are other people who have done them in a horizontal box or a block, and just however you want to make it. Oh, one that I saw made a three-dimensional one, so they had the tower, but they had another tower, and it was on a turntable, so you could see all of it all going around. This one by Kimberly, our good friend. She made a story, but she changed the habitats up to make a building. Here's what I was talking about, the whole block. That one is a lot easier to balance. It doesn't fall over as easy, which is this next one. Don't forget about gravity. Gravity sucks. So my tower I built at least 5 times because I was trying to combat that. It's 21 habitats tall, and each one is on the back of the other one and the back of the other one, and it kind of makes it lean, especially when it's heavier on the top. So Duplo is your friend. What I didn't want to do is have people see the backside either, so I put in a surround of a lot of blue bricks right there. And if you see that little teeny door down there, it's because as you're working on the habitat, if something falls down below, and you've already got that wall on there, you can't get to it. So I figured that out and got the door. The window is also removable just in case. Oh, and the window at the top is a part of a car peeking out because the car was too big. But then I used it actually as support as well because it fits into the wall and makes it a little sturdier. So this rest of this is basically questions and building. So just, if you have questions, I can walk around.
When you're making your habitats, is it really important for you to have like a certain side be the offset? So like the right-hand side
Yes.
top goes over and then the left-hand side top goes over?
Yeah, that's a good question, sorry. If you look at it carefully, you'll see that the bottom half is off, or the top half is offset from the bottom half. The reason you do that is the studs at the top are connecting points. And if you were going to do a tower, your next one would fit on the top here. After you have 2 together on the bottom, the next one on top. Yes, 8 high. So it's 4 and 4. If you see the black and white idea here, just for clarity and seeing how it works together, the yellow connector dots at the top were what we were just talking about. The piece that, if you weren't going to connect it to anything, or if it was on the end, you can use the little slope, the cheese slope, to make sure that that extra stud isn't there. When you are putting your habitat together, one of the important parts is the 1x6 tile that goes on the top. And that's to make it easier to take on and off when you're moving your habitats around. That technique's also used in the modular buildings when you have different floors for connecting. So thanks everybody. I think we're
Virtual world loves it too.